There it is.
There we go. That should be better. Let's see here. Right. So pretty much, I got a call from the dealer today. They had the new 9010 in stock. We have been doing leaf cleanups all day long. So I have got to use this thing majority of all day to give you my first impressions of it and show you the actual differences between it and the 8010. So we're going to get into that. Jeff's in here, All American. He has been using this today as well. We bought both of them that the dealership had. And there's another guy or a couple guys that should be in here also that have got to use these today also. So I've added StreamYard to my phone so I can actually take this screen down, do a walk around, show y'all exactly the differences, and then tell you what I've personally noticed. Now, one thing we've got to keep in mind is the big thing is this has only had one tank of gas ran through it. So it's not even broke in yet. After about 3 or 4 more tanks of gas, we should really start noticing a lot more of what we noticed today. Shane, dude, thank you. You didn't have to put the steel rocks thing, but you know, if it makes you feel better, I guess it makes you feel better. So we're going to talk about these and tell you my first impressions. Jeff's in the chat. He can give you, his first impressions afterwards or whatever. Or I can send him a link. He can come up. It don't matter to me. Whatever. So zip it. D4 in the house. Man, look at that. Yeah. Boom. Boom. Shane in here blowing it up. Blowing it up, baby. Rick Allen, how you doing, man? Float Dizzle. Dirty. We got All American. Bowman's. Yeah, man. I'm glad you got the sticker. Glad you got the sticker. See, Ken, KLC, we got Shane W. We got is the tube longer than the 8010? How long it is? It is not longer. The tube is actually the exact same tube on the 8010. So is the next echo blower going to be the 10? 110? I don't know. 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 Still for life. Man, if you've used the 800 and an 8010, they both have their place. If you use the 800 and a 9010, I don't know. You might change your mind. You might change your mind. Might change your mind. Cattleman's Jeff, what's up, man? How you doing? How you doing? So let's get this started. I'm going to try to do this with 2 screens here. Do you think Steel and Red Max are going to make their own? Rumor has it that Steel is going to release a BR something by the end of the year. I don't know if it's true. That's the rumor. So we will see. We will see. Calling you this weekend, Gavin. Morgan's Affordable Lawn. What's good about the 800? The only thing I have found good about the 800 is the miles per hour. Literally, wet leaves, the leaves that are matted to the ground, things of that nature. When you're doing these leaf cleanups, that's the one thing I found that the Steel actually shines in compared to the Echo. But it will blow, a straight stream. But the Echo has that straight stream plus it's wider. Now we're going to talk about the 9010 as well. So we'll show you all this. Altima in the house. Oh yeah, Altima in the house. I have the 800. Man, I tell you what, after using the 800 for one day, my whole arm was bruised right here from where I grabbed the strap and put it on. It bruised my whole arm. I mean, bruised the crap out of it. They're talking about it, Altima. They're talking about it. Don't know if it's true. Don't know if it's true. But you know, hey, we'll see. We'll see. Oh yeah, Cattleman did get the racks. I forgot about that. There's no such thing, Randy. No such thing. No such thing. Got to run. Have a Cowboys game to watch. Have a good one, man. What's up, Shane? Doing pretty good. Not yet. I figure it ought to be here any day. Hello from Lockport, Illinois. Ethan, how you doing, man? Ethan, you got don't you run John Deere? I think we follow each other on Facebook. All right, let me mute this mic, and then we will walk around here and we will show you the differences between the two. And I will tell you some information I have found out recently. This is also, you know, a little Q&A, I guess. I don't know. So the one thing I have found out recently, what the holy shit mackers? Holy crap. Uh, Brian, dude, I honest to God, don't even know what to say. I mean, honestly, bro, you couldn't have picked a better time. I mean, bro, I'm speechless. Honestly, I'm speechless. I'm the only one home, or else I would go running and yelling and telling everybody. Uh, thank you so much. Like thank you so much. I don't even know how to say anything else to express the generosity I have. Honestly, honestly. Still wins for comfortable? No way. You must be 170 pounds, because if you're a bigger guy, the steel is not even close to being comfortable at all. At all. Merry Christmas, dude. Thank you. Thank you, Brian. Thank you so much. Oh, I won't spend it all in one spot, dude. My truck literally just cost me $2,000 in the past 3 weeks to get fixed. Like I've been doing what I can to, you know, I mean, build back up. I mean, like I said, it honestly couldn't have come at a better time. At a better time. Your turn, Danny. Brian is killing it. All right, let's see here. Yeah, for smaller guys, the steel may be more comfortable. For us bigger guys, 220 and over, there's no way. No way. The straps on the Echo are way thicker, way more padded. They're wider padded strips as well. Like I'm telling you, after running the steel in my arms and just grabbing it, because I put the strap like right here and then I throw it up on my shoulder, just rubbing it for one day, literally I can't even have a stream with y'all guys, can I? It rubbed me so raw, man, that Happy holidays to you too, man. Happy holidays to you too. That's that's a boom. Hmm. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, man. Johnny Crooks with Blades of Grass. How are you, sir? How are you? Long time no speak. I thought about calling you, but I know the number I've got is for your work phone, and I know you keep it off at night and you're working during the day. But yeah, man, if you ever get time, give me a call. Give me a call, Johnny. It'd be nice to catch up. Ken, thank you. Brian, Shane, thank you. Johnny Crooks. Johnny Crooks. Everybody knows who Blades of Grass is. I'm dude, Hazard, you don't even know, man. Like the small things like this, that they get to me. They get to me because I mean, let's not have a pity party by any means whatsoever. But I do so much giving for people, man. And everybody says, oh, you get it tenfold. Oh, you get it tenfold. I mean, a lot of people that watch my channel know that Danny don't really get it tenfold. But Danny don't care. Danny keeps doing what Danny does, and Danny keeps giving back because you know what? I'm blessed to have what I have, and it may not be much to a lot of people, but it's what I've worked hard for. Yeah, Johnny, I'll do it, man. I'll do it. Definitely do it. Pop smoke. That's right. Yeah. Pop smoke. All right, let's get to this. Get to this before another one comes through and y'all start having me tear up. This right here. All right, can y'all hear? Ooh, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Thanks, Dirty. I appreciate that, man. I'm trying to boost my way better. Uh, I'm trying to get into the editing and all that way more and put more effort into my channel and make it what it should have been. I know where I went wrong with my channel a couple of years ago, and I'm just trying to turn it around and get it back. Is what I'm trying to do. All right, let's see. Here we go. So some of the things you're going to notice. Let me see if I can. Trying to watch and hold with one hand and everything else as well. So let me flip this around here because that way I can see everything going on of what I'm doing. All right, so this is the 8010, and it looks kind of fuzzy. I don't know if it's fuzzy or not fuzzy. And this is the new 9010. So what we got is everything's the exact same. I really need something to set this on. Everything's the exact same engine wise, carburetor wise, air filter, everything. The things that have changed are this tubing, the straps, and there's another part to the strap now that they have added. So if you notice on the 8010, let's see if we can put y'all over here. If you notice on the 8010 and the 9010, this tube is way wider now. So this part is all the same. Nothing changed from here down. All the same. From here up is where it all changed. And inside where the fan housing is. So now, if you look, this sticks down. On that one, they widened it. So it's probably a good inch wider uh, all around. Then when we get into this part on the 9010 over there and this part, it's all wider as well. So I don't know if y'all can tell that. Probably not. But this part is wider, and so is this part right here. So they widened this whole housing up. This whole part right here and this is all wider now. The tubes, I don't think got any longer per se. It, to me, honestly, I don't think the tubes got any longer. That's just my personal opinion. I could be wrong. If it did, it barely got any longer, and it's because of this right here. But I really don't think that it gained any much, lengthwise. It does kind of feel like it did, but I honestly don't think it did whatsoever, because if I move this one backwards, they're pretty close to side by side. So the next thing you're going to notice is the straps have the orange on them there. And you're going to notice that they stay together. They're not pulled apart. Okay, so what we got here is with the new 9010, trying to do this slowly. With the new 9010, the straps are exactly the same pattern, same stitching as the new straps that they updated or upgraded. But now you're going to get the orange outline pretty much, and they added this to it. A lot of people were griping that when it was on their shoulder that it would fall off or slide. Okay, well, now you don't have to worry about that. They added this to it to the back, so you can adjust this, and these will now not want to slide off of the top of your shoulder. So depending on how far apart you want them, you can adjust this. If you're a smaller guy, then you can adjust it tighter to where these stay together, closer together. Now, if you wanted to upgrade your 80-10 straps to the 90-10, I'm sure you could. There's no difference between the two. So there should be no issues upgrading your straps if that is something you wanted to do. Now, where did the weight come in? So they made the bigger tube. They did this. Here's where the weight came in. So the biggest thing that you're going to, the 80-10, this was carbon fiber. So all of this was carbon fiber on the 80-10. Well, now this is not carbon fiber no more. Because of the power they wanted this thing to put out, they did away with the carbon fiber on it. And so now it's made out of a glass-filled nylon, is what it is. So it's going to hold up way better, and it's going to hold the power that they put in that the carbon fiber would not. Then the fan housing that's actually on the inside that you can't see, they made it larger as well, of course, to propel more air. So there's your updates on this. The updates are pretty much the tube, and that's pretty much it. The fan, this housing has gotten bigger to create more airflow. The housing, the fan on the inside has gotten bigger to create more airflow, and this part has gotten bigger from here to here. Everything else is still the same. Then they changed the straps once again. They gave you the comfortability of to where they wouldn't fall, off. Like if you notice these, how they just flop to the side. Well, they fixed that. No more of that. So if you have any questions, I'll be glad to try to answer them once again. We've only ran 1 tank of gas through this and a little more than a tank of gas. So, I mean, it's still got about 3 to 4 more tanks before it actually gets broke in to where we're really going to start noticing a lot. But just after using it today and putting it against an 8010 that is only a couple months old, a month and a half, 2 months old, something like that, I think, Jeff, you can tell a huge difference with this on certain things. So after it gets broke in is when I'm real anxious to actually see what it's going to do. So let's move on. Andrew says it'll break in 1 season. Yet I've got 8010 that's been 2 seasons going strong before they ever released them. And never had 1 issue. Never even been in the shop for anything. All right, so here's where we let's go up because I couldn't read any comments. No, it was paid for. It was not free. I've got the receipt in the truck. I bought 2 of them today. 2 of them. So it was not sent to me. This was literally bought at my dealership today. All right. Shane W., the tubes, hopefully that answered your question. The tubes are different. Yes, they changed the design of the fan blades. And let's see what we got. I'm sold when I get it. I'm going to name it the nuclear option. Bust out a tape measure, good man. Oh, you mean on the things? Well, I could. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're the same. I don't see any difference, but all right, let's see here. Answered the free question. The straps, they made the back the difference. So it is Shane W. Apparently Shane knows everything. It is not 2 pounds heavier than the 8010 original. It's in the newer 8010. So if you bought the original 8010, then this is 2 pounds heavier. If you bought the 8010 with the upgraded tubing that they had, and the when they changed the upgraded tubing because the other one's kinked on the new the first 8010 release, so they did the upgrade to the new ones, then you're looking at about 1.5 pounds difference weight wise. So you're looking at 2 pounds if you had the original. Bad blood, I agree. Steel. All right. What else we got here? It is not louder. It is the same sounding as same sounding as the original 8010. Exact same sounding. Like, I mean, you really can't. They're the same exact engines. So, what's up, Diego? How you doing, man? What's up, Hector? Does the handle still slide back all the time? I've never had a problem with the handle sliding back on any of them. So I couldn't tell you. I'm a neutral fella. I use Echo, Red Max, Husqvarna still. Yeah, man, I've used them all. I've been running them for a year. Nothing but bulletproof. Thumbs up. I looked away and thought, uh-oh. So no power, the best power on the market, Felipe. Beat anything you can throw at it. He said, I'll probably buy one. Danny, Shane, have a good night. Have a good night. Yes, the tubes are the exact same. There is no change in the tubes. The only difference is from the elbow that bends up. That's it. That's the only difference. The tubes are exact, the 80-10 tubes. From what they have told me, the tubes are exactly the same as what's on the 80-10. If you got the upgraded 80-10 tubes. If you bought the original 80-10 and didn't get the upgraded tubes when they had the safety or the recall, then yes, it's totally different. Honestly, I couldn't. I mean, I honestly couldn't tell a difference feeling wise. I mean, we literally put them side by side with the same amount of gas in them and picked them up, and you really can't tell. I think most of the now this is picking them up just from the ground, not picking them all the way up in the air, just picking it up from the ground. But we really couldn't tell anything, and I think it's because most of all that weight is in that tubing of that extra weight. So you know, what did I miss? Cut and clean, dude. Cutting time. Oh my God. The echo is loud. Mm. I don't even know what to say y'all tonight, man. I don't even know what to say to y'all tonight. Y'all have like just taken this whole show and turned it into I shouldn't have did this. I should have just did a live and sat in the background and cried myself to sleep type of thing. The 90 is better in its own way, and I'm gonna get into that of what we noticed about it today. 80-10 fixed the leaf clogging problem around the intake sides. Yeah, they fixed that too. Yep, Andrew. Yeah, I remember that. The where the housing is there. Cutting time, thank you. Thank you. Like between you, Brian Garner, Ken, Shane, thank y'all so much. Like, thank you so much. They're $5.99, Bushwhacker. They're the exact same price as the 80-10. Echo Doug still up, smacked him in the mouth, and buried him again. Yep, $5.99. How do you put a ball hitch on a John Deere? I have no clue because I don't own a John Deere. Thank you once again, cutting time. Like y'all don't even know how much that means to me. I don't know neither, Benjamin. That's a good question. I guess because of the GIE thing not happening, I'm really not sure. I'm really not sure. Most people that release their blowers release them after it. You know, I mean, if you think about it, the 800 came out at the end of October. The new 80-10 came out at the end of October. The 85-50, like everybody seems to wait till the end of the year to release them. So I'm honestly not sure why either. Yeah, you definitely need some air protection. Definitely need some air protection. Definitely. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so the difference that I noticed, I'm gonna wait for more details and info on the SRM 410. Do you think the dealers are going to sell the 80-10 at cost now to dump them? No, the 80-10s are going to stay the exact same price. From what I'm hearing, the 80-10s and the 90-10s, they're not going to change. Once the 80-10s take over or start selling out, then the 90-10s are going to be taking over that place. So eventually, once they sell out, you won't be able to even get the 80-10. So yeah. From what I'm hearing, they're not going to change the price. Anything on Dave? I had a hub bearing go out on my passenger side, so I fixed it myself. And then I had the hub go out on the driver's side, so I fixed it myself. While I was there, I ended up having to put a tie rod on. So I put the tie rod on, and then I went to take it to get an alignment like a week later, and they found out that all of my ball, now mind you, my truck's got 200,000 miles on it, but all of my ball joints were pretty much bad, and I had a bad axle. So that cost me another 1,300 plus dollars right there. So in a little less than 2 weeks, literally, $2,000 just right off the top. All right. So the things that we noticed, about the Echo 8010 will be discontinued. Once they are sold out, they're gone. So if you want one, buy it now. So the things we noticed, just once again, it ain't even broke in yet, but you can still tell. When you get into a pile, and I'm talking about a good pile of leaves, you can tell that even with the 9010 not being broke in and the 8010 that we were using being broke in, that the punch, I guess you could say, of it hitting them leaves and just taking it off is it's noticeable. Okay. It's noticeable. The one thing that you can really notice the difference in is when it comes to blowing wet. I was trying to go live today and show y'all the difference, because we had an 8010, we had the 9010, we were side by side. The 8010, you got to set on them wet leaves, man. They're matted into the ground. You got to sit there a minute, and you got to, you got to work it to where, like with the 800, that's where the BR 800 shined, is at miles per hour that it put out. Man, that thing, woof. Ultima, once again, it is not 2 pounds heavier than the 8010. So that's where that 800 shines, is that miles per hour. It picks up that wet matted leaves and stuff off the ground real nice. Now, that's why I was trying to go live earlier today, is to show y'all the three things that we noticed right off the top after using this all day. At the end of the day, this was what our conclusion was, hey, you get a wider swath or a wider path. And I'm going to say it's a good 6 inches wider, if not more. So you're going to get farther blowing. Like we could literally take both blowers, be standing side by side, drop them down into a pile of leaves with full throttle. Just drop them down into a pile of leaves. The 9010 not only takes that pile and woofs it quicker, but it does it a little farther, and it does it wider. So it's definitely, which of course it does have a wider back, but with the tube at the end being the same, you figure the airflow would be the same coming out, but it's not. You do get a wider path. And once again, that's probably around 6 inches is what I would guess, but you're going to get longer, and you're going to notice that when you hit that pile of leaves, that it's got so much force that it just pushes it quicker than what the 8010 does. And the 9010 is not even broke in. So once we get to that broke in stage of running another 3 or 4 tanks of gas through it, man, I can't wait to see what it does, because it's just like a trimmer. You buy a brand new trimmer, once you get to using that thing a lot, then it starts breaking in. As you start getting that power, you start feeling good. You can tell. You can tell a difference. If you've ran the 8010, you're going to be able to notice the difference with the 9010, especially on the wet leaves part, definitely. And when you hammer into a pile, I'm talking a massive wet leaf pile like we were doing today, you're going to notice. I don't know why they waited to let's see. LSU. Leery buying the first version of anything, but it seems this is just an improved version of the 8010. Yes, that's all it is an improved version. It's got, just 39 CFM more, got that extra right at 10 miles per hour, but it went up 4 newtons in force. And that's where you can tell that force is when you hit that pile of leaves. If you're right beside somebody who's using an 8010, then you're going to notice it. You're going to notice it. When you can get the 9010 for the same price, I'm not sure. People that think they're 2 pounds heavier may end up buying the 8010 over the 9010 because they've been misinformed. So that could be your people right there. Now, Red Max is still having an entire. See, the rumor has it that your steel rumor once again has it steel is going to come out with something this month. So we will see. We will see. And if that's the case, then now you're asking why that is. I don't know. I don't know. 800 still has a narrower tube, so more focused. Why it blows that way? Yes, it's 239 miles an hour. It's. I mean, I know why. I know how it works. Does it look the same? Did y'all just not? We just showed it, Dave. Like I went over everything about it, and it's not that much better than the 8010 on specs. Probably just another rushed product. It could be. Could be. The people that have bought it, it really just depends on what you're doing with it. On what you're doing with it. I mean, honestly, it really just depends. If you're buying one for everyday use, you probably ain't want to carry it around for everyday use. If you're using it for leaves, then it's a monster, man. It's a monster. And once it gets broke in, I can't wait to get footage for y'all. Can't wait. That seems like what the website specs indicate. Yes, that is per the first generation of the 8010, Justin. That is per the first generation of the 8010. I don't know why they didn't update the website when they introduced and changed the tubing and everything of the new one. But it's literally only right at 1.5 pounds heavier than the second gen when they upgraded the tubes and all that stuff of the 8010. MBG, how are you? It's going good, man. It's going good. Does anybody feel the 8010 is weaker after the recall parts changed? I noticed that I had a better tubing. It didn't bend anymore. He said, yeah, where I got my info about 2 pounds. Well, they're lying to you. They're lying to you. I'm setting the record straight right now for you. You can message them and ask them yourself. All the information I'm giving you is straight from the product manager of this blower. Not a rep, not anybody else. The product manager of the blower. What is up, Mark? Mark Thomas. Little's Lawn Care. How you doing, man? So it's not a 9010, it's an 8510. Yep, they just released it. The dealership literally just got it. Definitely feels no difference in weight. Yeah, I couldn't. I mean, you really can't tell a difference in weight. Can't tell a difference in weight. I couldn't either, but I mean, I'm sure there is the video you're editing the one you're working on. Hello. Oh, that's MBG. Echo states difference on their website. Yeah. Yep. Once again, for the first generation of the 8010. That is what them specs are for. And if y'all want to hear it out of the horse's mouth, if you're a member of Echo Means Business, they're fixing to do a product Q&A type thing, so people can go on and ask these questions and get that done. So, you know, the straps, they added that, what they call, where is my thing at? I am losing stuff. Oh, well. Anyway, that new strap on the back, they're calling that the limiting strap. So it limits how far apart, you know, your shoulders go. That is right, Gravely. Nobody. Seems odd. What seems odd? I must have missed something. Yes, it's 1.5 pounds heavier if you have the updated 8010. So if you bought your 8010 when they updated to the new tubing style, then yes, it's only right at 1.5 pounds heavier. If you have the original with the bendy tube and all that, and you didn't get it, then it's over 2 pounds heavier. Not available on Amazon yet. What is up? How you doing? Lawn care life in Missouri. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, let's see. Why did that move? I don't understand why that moved. All right, here we go. It says 90-10 is a joke. It's only a joke to people who take it as a joke, man. Only a joke to people who take it that way. Hazardra, have a good one, man. I am Ken. Oh. They would have added more CFM and CCs, it would be worth buying. They did add more CFM. What do you mean, Mike? More CFM? more? It might, you know. I don't think you can get any higher than 80 cc's. I think there is some type of regulation that you cannot go over 80 cc's or 80 or above. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure there is something that states that they can't, any of these manufacturers can't go over 80 cc's. I could be totally wrong, but I'm pretty sure I heard that somewhere at one time. My question is, why now about not? Johnny Moe has one on its way from eBay. I told him they're on there. Yeah. What's up, Benny? Not in some, man, Nitro, you okay tonight, buddy? You okay? I'm good, Littles. I'm good, man. Jim, you should know I'm not good at following directions. I'm trying to catch up on comments. Don't know where I'm at anymore. Let's see here. I don't even know where I went. The comments like, it's on eBay. On eBay. I haven't seen anyone compare the Echo PB8010 to the Mary Alma. Do you think you could get a hold of one? I don't. You might talk to Lawn. Oh my God, Mower Man. From well, I think there's two people you can talk to. One is Brian at Brian's Lawn Maintenance. Second would be Mower Man on Instagram. That's the only two people I know of that have had the Mariama. So I don't know anything about it. So I couldn't even speak about it. But Great Eye, that's the only two people I know that have it. And I know Brian has used both. I don't know if he still has the Mariama or not, but I know he did have one. But I think he did a video of all of them. Somebody did a video of all of them. I'm sorry, Ken. Sorry. Rest of my life watching the stream during school and work. Echo's next move should be to get a telescoping tube. They have thought about it, and they were talking about it in the when we were all talking, and so it's they have their iffies on it of their own thing. What's up, Drew's Lawns? 90cc blower. I mean, it would be heavier, but yeah. And there's a lot of people, man, that there's a lot of people that are willing to take on the extra weight, according to polls, supposedly, to have bigger and better. So, I mean, it literally just boils down to what it is, I mean, that's literally what it is. So there you go, right there. I knew there was something about it. So 80cc is the max for emissions. I knew I'd heard something about it at one time, but I didn't. Once again, I didn't want to say yes, it definitely. But hey, grab a Snickers and keep going. They like bigger. They will have a bigger CC soon. EPA has it by balls. Well, we'll find out, because Mary Alma's never touched anything on the market since they started. And if you look up their reviews online, they have horrible warranties. Benjamin says the Mary Alma is a scam. Literally has no more power than the Echo 770. No chainsaw still has 120. All right, sorry, why did they release it now and not in the summer of 2020? I have no clue. I have no clue. I wish I could answer that. Literally, I wish I could answer that, but I don't have a clue. He said, "No, I'm good." I was going to move up from the 770 to the 8010 next season. Should I just get the 9010? If I was going to move up from a 770, I would get the 9010. If you already own the 8010, the only things you're really going to notice a difference in is your path is going to get a little wider. You're going to have that punch force when you hit a pile of leaves, and it's going to blow a little farther than the 8010. That's the three main things that I've noticed without it even being broke in yet. So once it breaks in, I mean, it can only get better, I hope. But after we get about 3 or 4 more tanks of gas through it, I am going to let y'all see that. And, I mean, we will literally let you see it and see what you think there. Better system for the throttle bracket. I break the brackets always. Yeah, I don't have any issues with them, but I mean, hey, that's something they can look into. The 6,000 watt lumen that light is freaking crazy, man. That thing is crazy. Putting my 1100 off my motorcycle on my blower. So yeah, I mean these blowers, that's really your main differences. Literally, your main differences is they upgraded the tube. Let me just leave this settled here, and I'll move this up like that where y'all can see. Let me actually take me down and. What about now? Oh, I'm sitting here talking to myself. Sorry. Once again, I'm going over everything. Going over. Yeah, Jeff called me right in time. I figured you'd be able to hear me on the computer, but I guess when I take myself down off the screen, that did it. So, I was talking about the tube seems to have gotten like an inch longer. So I know I'm going. So the tube got to be about an inch longer, and then the ends are exactly the same. So everything is, the same except for, once again, y'all can hear me now. See, unreal. Can't believe I did that. Unreal. I know. Well, at least it was only a couple minutes, right? That is true, Ken. That is true. That is probably what got it. My 9010 will be broken in tomorrow. It's almost there now. How long have you had it for, G? How long have you had it? They told 4 or 5 tanks of gas. We've only ran 1 tank of gas, little over 1 tank of gas through this. Just got it today, so we'll see. Tube throttle every day. Hip throttle is better for massive. Yeah, the tape measure. It is a blower. It is a blower. I'm good at that. I know. See, I can't. I didn't know by taking me off the screen it would like mute me because it still showed my mic going. So, and I wasn't near the thing. I was just going over the things again. Just going over all the differences and stuff. Dang, you've ran like 5 tanks of gas through that thing in 3 hours, G? Oh, G is Glenn. Okay. Yeah, they said I was talking to them earlier, Glenn, and they said that you're going to really start noticing if you think you're noticing a difference now, which I mean you are, we all did. Then once you get, he said, once you get that 3 to 4 tanks of gas ran through it after that first initial tank, then that's when you're going to be nice and it's going to be broken in, and you should start noticing, it starts pumping some stuff in, and I can't wait. Like that's going to be nice. Yeah, those tanks do hold 83, what is it, 83 something ounces? Yeah, the windstorm's nice. I've got to talk about a review on that coming soon too. After the live stream, it will be paid for. Well, told you it's windier. Yeah, it is windier. It is windier. It seems windier. Someone should get that clip and add the words. Yeah, they're both heavy drinkers, Benjamin. They both are heavy drinkers. I mean, it should. They said that the carbs are the same, engines are the same. It should, pretty much be the same. So I don't know, but yeah, I was talking to the man, and he said these machines do not even get broke in until you run at least 5 tanks through them. Is what I was told. He said, so, if, and I told him, I said, you can tell a difference, like side by side with the 8010, this is what we noticed. But, I mean, he's saying, wait till you get that, 3 to 4 more tanks of gas ran through it. And then, that's when you're really going to start picking up and noticing some big differences. And I mean, it really, 10 miles an hour don't seem like much, and neither does 39 CFM more. But when you talk about that force coming out of the end of the tube, that's huge. That's huge. So Billy Goat 3000 Hurricane or Ferris Hurricane, same blower but best on the market. I don't know, man. 8-hour day tomorrow, so come on in and film if you want. I wish I could. My wife usually actually works on Wednesday from home to where I would be able to, but she's got a new hire that she's got to train, so I can't. The one day, Thursday, Wednesdays is the kids stay home from school, so I have to school from home. Any other day, wait till Thursday, G. We'll do it Thursday. One of our guys, what stand-on blower do you recommend? I am in the market for one next season. Man, I used Glenn's today, that Hurricane, and I've used the Skag. If you're the one using it, man, me personally, I prefer the Windstorm. I prefer the Windstorm because it has that 180-degree rotation. That's what I prefer about it. The way you can hit a switch. I mean, there's so much about the Hurricane, and y'all know I'm really not big into Skag things, but the Skag is nice. It's real nice. I wonder what the 9010 will last per tank. I'm guessing less than an hour. I guess we'll find out, won't we, Jeff? Guess we'll find out. Guess we will find out. Mike, your block. We ran through about 6 gallons of gas per day. My God, what are you doing that you're running 6 gallons? That's crazy. Crazy. You need to go get them things. The Hurricane's 8,500. The Skag is 7,500. It don't seem like it. It don't seem like it. But then again, I'm using all 3 nozzles on the Hurricane, which Glenn did say once you start switching them nozzles, you lose CFM. To where I wonder if that's the same way with the Skag. When that nozzle flips around the opposite direction, is it losing, CFM and stuff? No Skag in Ontario. Oh, God. Well, you got me on that one, man. That is a lot of gas. They really do have their pros and cons. That they do. They definitely do. There you go, Glenn. Let us know tomorrow. Again, I might be looking at Ferris, 4.0 grandstand. 9010 and 8010 have the same run time on full throttle, 70 minutes. There you go. We'll show its face when stripping debris out of thick grass. Yeah, and that extra 4 newtons that they went from 44 to 48, that extra punch out of the tube that they speak of when it comes to newtons, you can definitely tell it. I mean, you can tell it running an 8010 that's broken in compared to the 9010 that's not broken in. I mean, you can walk real fast and just pull up all of them wet leaves now, where with the 8010, you really can't do that. You've got to focus on an area and sit there for a minute to get the leaves out of that grass. And with the 9010, I mean, I was walking pretty fast, and Jeff's got the 8010 that he was using, and I mean there's difference, and you can tell the difference. I mean, it's not something that you're going to buy and you're not going to be able to tell the difference. If you've ran the 8010 and you've got an 8010 and a 9010 side by side, you're going to tell the difference. And I mean, we told the difference very quickly, especially in big piles, but can't wait for it to get broke in and tell the difference again. That is a ton of leaves. Yeah, I've seen some of the cleanups you're doing down there. Some of the cleanups you're doing is crazy. Toro grandstand is not a blower. That is true, but the Toro multi-force does. You can buy the blower for it. I heard Ferrari is making a new lawnmower. I have no clue. I'm too poor to ever think about the word Ferrari in my vocabulary. I'm talking for a stand-on blower. The multi-force. There you go. Toro does not have a stand-on blower. They have the multi-force that is a blower / you can buy an aerator for it, snow blower. You can buy all kinds of attachments, and all they do is literally hook right up. So, yeah, Ken. Yep. Now I get the advantage of Steel's 4-mixes over regular 2-mixes because the 4-mix has better torque. But what advantage does 4-mix do for a blower? Can anybody answer this? Can anybody answer that? Can't wait to use it next fall. RM, it's crazy. Like, I mean, it's literally crazy. Blowing wet grass and things like that. I mean, I'm sure we're going to be able to tell a difference in too. But with Toro, you have to buy the grandstand multi-force and buy the, yep, that they do. What about the 8550 Red Max? Don't come close to it, George. No comparison, man. Little's lawn care, stand-on blower. Will you be getting your hands on an SRM 410X? I don't know. I haven't asked for one, to be honest, to review for y'all and show y'all. And the reason being is because I don't have a use for it. I really have no use for it. It seems like just seems like, I don't know. I mean, anything I go through, I mean, I put the 30/20 through field. Me and Jeff both did, and with the against the Steel 111, and I mean, I don't really have anything for that much power, to be honest with you. So I see the straps got an upgrade, more comfortable. They're the exact same straps. The only thing that they upgraded on the strap was they added a piece to the back of the neckline part to keep the straps on your shoulders better, that you can tighten. And then they just added the color change to the sides of the straps. Other than that, they didn't do anything other than that. So so the straps are exactly this. They're the same pattern and everything as the old ones. If you thought the old ones were uncomfortable, I don't know if it was maybe they were falling off your shoulders. This probably it should take care of that. But it depends on what you thought about it. Red Max 8550 is decent. It is decent. It is decent. Is 37 horsepower Billy debris loader will change your life? Yeah, it will. Suck you to the ground. I heard the stories, Glenn. Suck you to the ground. Problem with steel is constant valve adjustments. See, now I think it's funny you say that because a lot of people that you talk to that are steel fans have never had to adjust a valve. So I'm curious, who all in here has owned steel and never adjusted any valves? Because there's a ton of people that are online that say they have never touched a valve adjustment. You can get Skag mic. I've seen here. Yeah, the Skag Windstorm is a real nice machine. I mean, it really is a real nice machine. What's up, home? What the problem thing went? Haven't seen any Skag dealers around. Okay, I feel like I noticed a clear difference from the first time I picked up the 9010 today. Now, I would say, I would not say it's worth upgrading from an 8010. Right. Yeah, I mean, if you own the 8010, if you're doing leaves, it might be worth the upgrade for your investment. But if you already own it, it's one of them weigh your option things. How much more do you need? Do you need that extra power? If you don't own the 8010, then of course, I mean, I recommend jumping into the 9010. But I'm curious to see in a couple weeks, or later this week, once we get these 9010s broken in, Glenn, if the opinion stays the same. That's what we need to know. I don't know. We don't have snow here. We don't have snow here, so I couldn't say. Jacob, thank you, Jacob. Just Jacob, thank you. I haven't owned my still equipment. Float hasn't. Float hasn't. Well, you can clear snow with the 8010 depending on how much it is, but I don't know. I think this guy right here has, didn't you use the 9010? Haven't you used it? Start of next year, no one will have a choice between the two. You'll only be able to get the 90. If they sell out of all the 8010s, yes. Dirty said, Mike, with the 9010, you can make it snow. You can make it snow. So here, let's go back over these. Hopefully it don't mess up. Because I can't see any comments whatsoever. I'm trying to see if I can, and I can't. So once again, last thing, let me actually try to put these side by side here and see if I can't show y'all side by side comparison. Side by side, like legitimate side by side. I guess I could. I could turn one the opposite direction, right? I turn one the opposite direction, put the two side by side. Maybe not. One more. I got me. Well, I don't know. Oh yeah, we can put these side by side. So yeah, you can. So if you can notice the difference between them, there's a huge difference width-wise or short. Then once again, your other difference is this right here. So how these used to slide off of your shoulder, now you don't have to worry about that. They fixed it right here. So now they won't flop all over the place. You can adjust this if you're bigger, smaller, whatever you want, so it stays on your shoulders better. The straps, exactly the same straps. They just added this to it, and this living strap right here. So they call it. And then when you're looking at this part right here, it got bigger. This is no longer carbon fiber. Once again, this is a glass filled nylon that's supposed to be stronger and such. And then this has gotten bigger, and then this right here has gotten bigger. So that's pretty much your differences. I mean, that is your differences in a nutshell right there. That's the differences. Well, apparently I'm needed. Well, all right. That's right. Milwaukee blower. All right. Shared your review of the Toro. Knew a few people looking for something like that. Thanks, Jacob. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Sounds like it would be great to remove side. Yep. If you have the money burning in your pocket, go ahead. Go ahead and get it. That is a true statement. 9010 will go hand on hand with my mini excavator. All right, let's see here. Hot. Echo just needs to make king of handheld blowers. They need to take out the 25.4 engine and replace it with a 30.5, 180 miles an hour. Wow. Wow. It's called Magnum Force, but my 8010 is called Nuclear Option. I like that. Oh, if the 4 mix wasn't a problem with steel, wouldn't have released the 94. Problem is, so B took entire days off. And then your boyfriend punched you. Ray cuss out Bo vlog. Uh-oh. Have to go check out Ray's video. All right, guys. So that's pretty much it. I only wanted to make this video like 30 minutes long. Ended up being way longer than that. But there are your things right there that is what you have. 80-10 versus the 90-10, and my first thoughts and opinions behind it as of using it for the whole day today. So once we get it broke in more, then we will see how we feel about it. But, until then, I've heard it's only going to get better. And if that's the case, then hoorah. I tried to do a live today to show people that, the wet leaves that we were doing in the piles was so, I mean, you could tell a difference. You could totally tell a difference with them being side by side. So, if you're not running side by side, you probably ain't going to know. But you can definitely tell the difference. Even running the 80-10 for, a year, 2 years, once you jump into that 90-10, you can tell because it brings up all of the matted, wet stuff way easier. So it does have its way differences. So once again, can't wait to give y'all another update, but I wanted to give y'all my first thoughts and opinions after using it for a full day. So thanks for watching, everybody, and we will see you in the next one.